Tylenol is now even suing RFK for those claims, which is why he recently came out and clarified Tylenol's alleged link to childhood vaccines. But the crisis of childhood autism remains at epidemic levels, which leads us back to the recent McCullough Foundation study showing linkages between the vaccine and autism. And we're now joined by Dr. Peter McCullough himself, who is the Chief Scientific Officer of the wellness company. Dr. McCullough, this study is making a lot of waves. It's all down my news thread on social media, whatever platform it is. Here's the thing I think might be happening a little bit, though, is I think some people are assuming that this is the government study that we were promised, but it's not. It's something that your foundation took it upon itself to do, correct?
Right. The McCullough Foundation received independent funding to essentially do the work we expected our HHS government officials should do. You know, they have billions of dollars of money in budgeted divisions within HHS, and they have tens of thousands of employees. You know, we've been waiting a long time for a comprehensive report on autism. So in many ways, McCullough Foundation did what the government should have been doing, and we've produced a definitive report.
So let's talk about this report and exactly what you found. It's staggering. It does show a correlation between the childhood vaccine schedule and autism, which I think, just looking back over the years, you know, I as a mother could tell there was something going on, so I chose not to vaccinate my children. I did read a lot of the research that was available, but this is definitive data to show that correlation, correct?
Right, this is everything that exists. So no government report now is going to have anything more. So of 137 studies, of which vaccination and autism, you know, in our search turned up, about 29 studies didn't find a relationship. And what we found with those studies, each and every one of them, is that in most cases, both the unvaccinated and vaccinated groups actually received vaccines. So it wasn't a true controlled study. And then secondly, none of those studies actually interviewed the parents, examined the vaccine records, and examined the children. So all these studies that people have said, well, you know, the connection's been ruled out. None of those studies did any type of investigation. Conversely, now we clearly have the majority, 79% of the studies that have done good mechanistic and clinical work have found a connection between combination vaccination and the development of autism. Now, it happens in predisposed children born to older parents, those premature children. There's some common genetic variants for sure. There's some exposures during pregnancy that could play a role. The big ones are anti-epileptics and antipsychotics, not Tylenol. Let me tell you, Tylenol is essentially ruled out of this equation. But we're left with the fact that now, when vaccines are administered to children, it's such a large combination that there is tremendous inflammation in the body. The children get sick, they can have a seizure, and then the onset of autism, which looks to me clinically like a post-encephalitic, neuropsychiatric, neurodevelopmental disorder.